This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Taylor, turn your juice down. All right, did you guys like to see the carb loading I'm going to do pre-show? Well, I guess this is during show, but I got this little beauty.
Read it out loud.
Great.
Chicken
Family Mart
and-
chicken and mushroom panini.
Yeah, chicken and mushroom panini. It's actually not that great, but the bread is really nice. I got that. I've got golden chicken burger.
It's pretty golden. It's
and I've got myself a nice little fruit tray.
Nice.
yep.
So balanced, so it's very balanced.
Yeah,
Look,
and-
someone called this. It's like fruit jail. Is what you just held up. It's like a little pod with some apples in it.
Fruit jam.
Fruit. Yeah.
You look all dolled up.
Yeah.
I'm going to a birthday party like right after this.
Oh, you don't get pretty for us? This is...
Ooh.
Sam shaved. She's all dolled up.
Look, I shaved for the show.
I ain't done jack shit. I ain't shaved in like 2 weeks.
I'm sorry. It's true. Nate and those who can't see, Nate and Sam always do wear full suits. It's just me who's slumming it. On
My
a weekly
monocle
basis,
is
but not
being
this
polished,
week.
though.
Yeah. Cut my cummerbunds.
Yes.
Whole thing.
So I was on...
Here we go. What do you?
I was on Chat Roulette the other day. I go on Chat Roulette a lot now because I think it's kind of interesting. And an old man told me, now I've asked some people, and listen. Anyone who talks to me, I send there, I'll talk to them as long as they want to talk to me. And an old man told me that Thai people can't whisper.
I think he may have
Was
been a
that old
racist.
man of the Asian persuasion, or
No, he was a white man. He did live in Thailand though.
I've heard of that about every single race of people. Every
So they
single.
can't whisper?
Whisper?
Yeah,
I've never heard that stereotype for anybody.
I have. Everybody.
That doesn't make any sense. What is that
Caucasian.
saying about them?
But like,
African American.
White people
Latino.
invented the whisper.
Did they?
what people
I don't know.
invented the whisper. Yeah, that just sounds like some racist way of saying that ethnicities are loud.
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. I believe that's what's happening.
But he made a comment about like the tonal, like the tones. The language is like. It's not just like ours. They have tones in their language. So then I add because Mandarin
dolphin?
Chinese, tones. Mandarin Chinese is like that too. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Can they whisper? Have you ever heard?
Oh, like yeah, yeah, like if something, yeah.
Yeah, it's not da, which I'm sure
Yeah,
he's listening to me right now. He's laughing.
I've seen videos on the inner tubes, yeah, of someone saying what sounds like the exact same thing, but their inflection changes. They're like ba, or then go ba, and it's like something completely different.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no hope for me.
Yeah. Well, it goes down or down up or just flat, like da or da or da. I'm not very good at it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, have you ever whispered to a Chinese person since you've been up there? Or
I
have
haven't
they
whispered. Well, I've whispered, but they whispered
Yeah.
back to me in English.
Oh shoot!
Huh? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Maybe they. I've said the risk of sounding racist. Maybe it is more of a struggle than we realize. They don't want to let you in on it.
Maybe it makes sense though, because maybe in like certain spells and stuff, like when you read about like witches needing like certain types of whispers, like maybe that's why they're so hard to get. You're like, just go get some fucking fairy whispers. Maybe fairies can't whisper. Maybe they're like Thai fairies can't even whisper. And then you're like, those are the whispers we need. And you're like, son of a bitch, it'll be the hardest spell. We're never going to conjure that thing in the woods.
Well,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Or like maybe some things can't
So
cry.
are you suggesting that old man was some sort of a shaman or like a wizard? Like basically an old man reached out to you on Chat Roulette looking for spell ingredients?
and then he just told me about different stories about snakes and spiders. He told me about a story where a big spider attacked him while he was on the can. These are the kind of conversations I have. These are the kind of conversations I have with people on Chat Roulette.
Whispers, spells, spiders. Spider
I would have
attacks.
those conversations. I would sit and talk to some old fellow about the swap up spider on the can stories.
Yeah, he seems another thing that I heard recently is this actually came from someone in Asia. My good buddy Abinger, who's listening right now. He told me, and I have thoroughly tested it and found it not to be true. He told me that if you're going around 60 kilometers in a car, 60, 70 kilometers mile an hour in a car, and you put your hand out the window, the wind feels like tits.
No, it feels like a ball. Yeah. No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It absolutely does. I used to do that when I was a little kid. Before I even knew what tits were, I just pretended it was like a magic orb. Sorry, present company.
I was feeling the shit out of them highway tits, and they were not feeling.
Confused.
No, but like I never. Yeah, I mean, I used to drive. You never just put your hand outside of the window and like.
Yeah, but I've never once thought it felt like tits.
I've done like the wave thing.
Yeah, it feels like a magnet. It almost to me it feels more like a magnet.
Robot tits.
Robot tits.
You stick your hand out of a car to feel what it's like to grasp the sweet titties of a robot.
But it kind of feels like, you know when a Ziploc bag has a little bit of water in it?
Uh-huh.
Like that. Like a really loose, like an old woman's tit, I imagine.
Oh, I knew it was coming, dude. I felt it coming. I knew it.
This is an audio program. I have to be descriptive for our listeners.
As the only person here with boobs, I'm finding myself just terrified.
The only person here with old women tits.
Either what boobs you guys might have experienced, or like what, I don't even know.
Oh, I don't think they feel like boobs. I thought they felt like more like magnets.
Yeah, I'm curious as to the boobs that my buddy has felt, that he feels they feel like the wind.
You know.
I can't understand Sam around the golden chicken he's eating. He's like, oh, no. It feels like robot boobs. It feels like a woman's boobs.
No, man, I'm telling you, man, this girl, she's really awesome. Her tits feel like the wind. I've been seeing this girl for a couple days now, man. She's got these windy tits.
Tits feel like the wind.
She's got these windy tits.
I would just imagine that means they're flapping around on a constant basis.
The hell is that?
She's got tits like the wind.
Tits like the wind. Oh.
You know, because it was so loose, it's actually, honestly, I guess it's kind of more like a scrotum.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it feels like magnets to me. I've never.
I mean, I understand.
I cannot believe we are discussing when you stick your hand out of the window, does the fucking air.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back.
Does it feel like magnets or tits?
2015.
This is what, start ringing in the new year. This is it. This is all we came up with. We've not done anything in like 3 weeks. And we got back on. We're like, oh, this is it, man. I'm excited. Here we go. You know, you stick your hand out of a truck and it kind of feels like scrotum or titties or something.
That sounds very much like a Florida man-esque like bulletin. Be like, man crashes car after putting both hands out of the window, trying to feel the tits. The tits
feeling
in the air.
Man.
Trying to feel looking for robot titties.
I actually came up with another thing that's sort of like the whispering thing. Apparently, you guys know, if I just said the word horse girl to you, do you know what I mean?
Like a girl, like that girl that everybody grows up with who's obsessed with horses.
Yeah, see, that everyone grows up with, right? You would think.
Okay, yeah.
Not a thing in Asia.
Like, there's not people that are just like obsessed with horses.
No, there are no horses.
Well, some people have horses, but I guess they don't have enough land to have.
It's not like as common of a thing.
No, they were completely. I talked to a couple people about it, and they were like, "We have no idea what you're talking." Wait, what?
No, they just said that they have little horses. Like that made a difference. They got tiny little ones.
Tiny little horses take less land.
No, they're not as cool. They don't get as obsessed with these tiny horses.
I thought that girls loving horses was a universal constant.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that. I mean, I feel like that's got to be at least an American experience to grow up with someone who, in your class, like that one person that knew everything about horses, could draw horses really well. Like
she wore like a sweatshirt with airbrushed horses.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely. Because that's I mean, people love their animals, but I mean, the horse crazy is a whole different level of animal crazy. That's like
it is.
That's a very specific type of girl, though.
That brings out horses and cats that like bring out that in people. Like it's like you can't like kind of like it. You have to be like in it to win it.
Yeah, did we tell this? I love animals and stuff, but it's like I love animals.
I love them,
but like a horse is vastly more superior than any cat, and I love cats, but like a horse.
In what contest? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like a horse can respond to you, and like it can
more than a cat.
Guys, I used to be a horse girl.
The truth comes out.
There's something about the outside of a horse that touches the inside of.
I want to tell that story. Do you remember? You know how we always freak out about how.
I think you've already told this.
No, well, I'm not going to tell that story. I think maybe we have, but this is something different. You know how like sometimes scientists will say things like, that's more than 13 Olympic swimming pools.
You ain't got to tell me.
Right, that's ridiculous,
that drives
right?
me fucking ape shit.
I saw a sentence the other day It's just like that. It says a horse is about as intelligent as a tropical fish.
What?
What? No.
A seahorse?
But the thing is, I don't know how intelligent a tropical fish is, and that seems like a very specific conclusion to make. A tropical fish. A horse is about as smart as a tropical fish.
What makes them smart? Like what? Like a river fish just isn't cutting it?
Yeah, like really, is that the closest thing we could come to on like a scale of animal intelligence?
How do you know? Oh God Almighty! This is gonna give me a fucking headache.
This is science up to no good, 100%. Like,
100% up to no good.
Science up to no good. Like, do they attempt to train fish in the same way that we train horses? That's the only way I can think that you would be able to come up with that kind of data. When was the last time you saw scientists trying to teach fish to fucking like count with their flippers or to like jump over, jump over
leap
shit
stuff? I mean, dolphins, yeah, but that's not a fish. That's a mammal.
Right.
So they're comparing a mammal to a fish.
They're comparing like a four-legged like beast of a creature
fish
that runs around eating
four-legged beast of a creature
eating sugar and carrots.
Some ain't got no legs.
To a fish that just like lives for like, how long does a fucking fish live? Not that long.
A tropical fish.
A tropical fish, Taylor, please.
Tropical fish.
They live until somebody drops a salamander in the tank. That's my experience. Just put him in the tank.
The domesticated tropical fish.
Yeah, I'm confused. You put a salamander in a tank and it killed the fish?
It ate them all. I put the salamander in me and my brother caught some salamanders and put them in the fish tank. How long
did those salamanders live, Nate? Salamanders are meant to like fucking live in salt water.
Yeah, well, no, this wasn't a tropical fish tank.
Well, then we're comparing apples and oranges, Nate.
Yeah, I'm out of my element completely.
I had a neighbor in college who caught a bunch of crabs. I went to school by the ocean. Caught a bunch of crabs, put them in a tank, filled it up with tap water, and I said, hey, person, you can't do that. Those crabs need salt water. And she said, no, it's cool. And then just got like a container of like Morton salt and just shook it into the tank.
Wow. So how long was it before they had crabs for dinner?
Until my other friend went in and stole the crabs back
the next day. Oh my God. Okay, have we talked about this?
Well, hold on.
Okay,
this
is on
horse intelligence.
Yeah. Let's stick on the same topic here.
But I found a quote because I typed in "horses are about as smart as tropical fish" and it came out. And it's a tweet. It says, "Horses are about as smart as tropical fish, but they read body language and have great memories." Now, I understand they mean that they have the ability.
Seem like pretty smart fucking thing.
I agree. I understand that means that they have the ability to remember things. They have the ability to remember things, but I like to imagine it means that they just have memories that are great. Like, remember that time? Remember that time that we went down to the river and there was all those carrots?
Remember that one guy? Remember the one two-legged walkie came up and we're like, oh shit, it's one of them two-legged walkies. He's probably going to try to get on our back. And then they was like, nope, here's a whole hat full of sour apples. Remember that?
That was a great memory.
That was a great memory. Remember that? Remember? I remember.
Tropical fish don't have any good. They have all terrible memories.
What'd you do today, Steve? I just kind of swim around for a while. Ate particulate matter in the water. Did you fucking hear what Jim Horse did? He's got some great memories.
Jim Horse, how are they staying in touch? Wait, how is the fish talking to the land horse?
Jim Horse periodically escapes his pen and goes down to the water side where he tells stories to very, very bored fish.
Just talks at the ocean. That's the
two-legged walkie left the pen open today.
Frank, you have to put that horse down. He's weirder than shit.
In the chat, they say that Nate just went full Seinfeld. How are they staying in touch?
What's the deal?
What's the deal? Fish talking to horses.
I mean, can they understand each other, really?
It would be really fun to go and try to do a degree in biology, but misinterpret everything they say. Like, yeah, they have great memories. You're like, wow, like what? Like they had like good parties or like they're good friends? And you're like, no, what? No, they have the ability to remember things.
Like they're really adventurous. They have like a really wild spirit.
Like good things, bad things.
So basically, if I try to get a degree in biology, that's just what it would be.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are you talking about? How do they know? How do they know? You don't know how science works.
I've always been curious as to how they know like how far an eagle can see.
They probably fucking ask it for all we know. I don't know.
You're right. I have no idea.
Hey,
I think.
Bro, where's your vision get blurry about? hey, eagle.
Eagle.
Taylor, I know that we don't have much time with you left, correct? So there's a couple
like 25 minutes.
Okay, so I got a couple notes here that are Taylor specific. Let's go ahead and bang those out. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no concept of what this means because I like to write my notes as vague as possible because then we can, if we don't remember, then it's kind of funny trying to figure it out. But it says Taylor is upset about snow sentience.
Well, yeah, I want to know what the fuck.
What does that
About
mean?
what?
It says Taylor is upset about snow sentience.
No, I know. It's about the fucking snowman coming to life. Frosty the Snowman. It's about Frosty the Snowman. That's the only sentient snow. What kind of goddamn riddles are you speaking in, Sam?
Yeah, Sam. I mean,
Snow sentience. You mean Frosty the Snowman.
This is something I'm very passionate about. I had no idea that you were talking.
All right, boys and girls. Today I will read you the story of snow sentience. Snow came together, and together it had eyes.
They put the mind of a worm into a hat.
Now it was sentient snow with a worm on his head. A worm that couldn't move. A worm that couldn't groove.
Fucking Frosty the Snowman was just scientists putting the mind of a worm in a snowman.
Frosty the Snowman, he just stood there and drooled.
And he ooched around and he dug a hole.
And then I stepped on him. They say that science that gets advanced enough is imperceptible from magic. So I like to imagine there must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. It's not that. It's that they put some fucking science in.
He cannot be stopped by science.
He put a worm brain in there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There must have been some magic in that old worm hat thing.
I like that better than fucking whatever the accepted theorems on Frosty are, because that shit pisses me off. That song just really bothers me.
Why? What do you have a...
Well, I had the thought recently. I mean, I was just listening to it because it was, getting close to the holidays, and there's like several things that bother me. One, the fact that there's the whole accepted fact that, okay, so a fucking snowman comes to life apparently with either some sort of science hat or magic. I don't know. But the fact that there's like that he, first of all, out of the blue, a snowman comes to life amongst a group of children, and the first thing that he asks them is, which one of y'all's married?
He asked them if they're married? What's the lyric? What does he say?
Yeah, what is the line? I might have to look this up because I'm forgetting in a hot sec. God,
I don't remember anything about marriage in that song.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Frosty the Snowman.
I thought he was a merry old soul.
No. Jolly Happy Soul. This website does not look safe that I just went on. Okay, hold on. That's like a legitimate... This is really pissing me off. But there's a line where he says, like, yeah, like, is it... Maybe it's not Frosty, but it's like, what's the one? It's like, he'll say, are you married? You'll say, no, man. But you can do... But... Yeah, isn't that Frosty? But you can do the job while you're...
Yeah, that's Frosty.
No, that's not Frosty.
No, what is it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Is that Frosty?
No, that's shimmy dong, shimmy ding dong, shimmy doo, flimmy ding dong.
Maybe I'm
let it snow, let it snow. That's what it's let it snow, let it snow.
Let it... Oh, no, but the thing is, and they said, in the meadow, we can build a snowman, and he can pretend... And we're like, why are they building a snowman whose first agenda is ask a group of children that if they are, in fact, married?
You need to back up. You can't keep saying that. You can't keep saying that until you prove it. What are you talking about, Taylor? No snowman is asking kids if they're married.
You've meshed two different realities of two different songs. These songs are in completely different worlds. Two different canons here. We've got the Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Oh, he'll say, are you married? We'll say no, man. Yeah.
In the meadow, we can build a snowman, and we'll pretend he's Parson Brown. Maybe I need to learn who that is. He'll say, are you married? We'll say no, man. I'm like, why would you want to build a snowman where the first thing he's going to ask is like, are you guys married? And then they're like, you know what? But no, it's fine because you can do the job. I know we just created you, and you might have like the mind of like a fucking worm at best, but why don't you go marry folks in town? You sentient snow. Like, what? Like, why? But that is not the part that bothers me more. The part that bothers me more is the end of Frosty when he's like, Frosty the Snowman just tromps off into the woods where he's like, I'll be back again someday. I'm like, where do you get off? You were literally just became sentient within the last like 10 minutes. Where could you possibly have to go?
I thought he melted.
What?
The book I had when I was a kid, he melted into a puddle and the hat blew down the street. And the last thing he said was, I'll be back again.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah, this kind of reads like It. This kind of reads like that movie It. They make a snowman. He comes to life.
Totally different context.
It's voiced by Tim Curry.
Yeah. It says later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made. We're not
No
afraid.
way.
Yeah.
No,
Was it realistic
Winter
Frosty the
Wonderland.
Snowman?
Yeah.
No, that's right. Okay, yeah. Well, with Frosty the Snowman, they say down the village. Let's have some fun. He's running away down the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there, all around the square, saying, "Catch me at the can."
Taylor, please,
He led them
please,
down to
Taylor,
the street of town.
Taylor.
Blah blah blah. And then
Taylor, please
he had
sing
to
it,
hurry
please.
on his way. Sorry.
You have to sing it, please.
Oh no! Oh my God.
Taylor.
All right, I'll sing the last part. For Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." Where the hell is he going?
Yeah.
Where the hell could he possibly have to be?
He just
Like,
took him for chumps.
I like to imagine that he's on the stand right now. He's on the stand as a beat of.
And brought him to life, and he said, "Dubba dubba doo," and I'm fucking out. And I'm taking this goddamn broom. So it's like, oh man, Dad's hat and Mom's broom. We're fucked. Like we're gonna be grounded until next Christmas. It's the way to go. Yeah, let's build a snowman and put the fucking spell on it that the gypsy ladies gave us. And now Dad's hat's gone, Mom's broom's gone.
Yeah, there's some fucking.
No one's gonna believe us.
There's some psychotic snowman running around, just tromping around the square, ignoring all the rules, occasionally looking back smugly when the traffic cop told him to stop, to be like, "Fuck you." Just being like, "I'll be back, kids." And I'm like, what do you mean, Wolf, you'll be back? Like, where are you going? Like, what can he possibly have to do with a broomstick in his hand and a hat? Like, who does he think he's fooling? Is anyone going to think he's real? What is he going to, like, is he going to make more snowmen?
No, well, he's not getting married. We know that.
Yeah, so he's gonna find the snowman from fucking Winter Wonderland, the Parson Brown snowman, and then maybe he'll marry that guy. Maybe that snowman was just really lonely.
God damn it!
For the forever bachelor Frosty.
I love to imagine this is like a court scene, and the snowman's up on the stand, and he's a bead of sweat going down, and Taylor's like, "Where was he going?" I like to ask the jurors, "Where was he going?"
I like to ask the court, where could this snowman be going?
Now listen,
I might not be a fancy big city lawyer. We both did, sorry. In the video, we both started pulling at our imaginary suspenders. I might not be a fancy big city lawman,
but I know that Frosty, he don't have no good memories.
He got no place to go. He got no good memory.
I know that a snowman ain't got no place to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really upset about that. Like, I don't know.
When I was a kid, I had a book that was the lyrics to the song, and at the end of it, he like melted. Like the sun came out and he melted, and the last thing was he said like, "I'll be back again," and like his magic hat rolled down the street.
That just sounds dark as shit. Like that sounds like a threat.
If a person puts the hat on, what happens?
Oh shit! They get possessed by like the never dying spirit of Frosty. Some sort of like demon consistently coming back to the earth.
He like wrestles for your over your.
No, Frosty's taking me over.
Your hands turn into like spindly sticks and
Oh, whoa, you transform too? My lord, I thought you were just possessed.
you blink really hard when your eyes come up. They're coal black.
That sounds like the worst horror movie. Like someone's possessed by Frosty in the town, and like they're just like people are like not sure why they're acting so weird. Like they go in a house and it's really warm. Like I gotta get out of here.
Have you seen the movie Jack Frost? Not the one, the kids movie, the horror movie, where the serial.
But I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's great. The serial killer's soul gets trapped into a snowman, and he goes around killing people as a snowman.
Shit, maybe they were just trying to like get the world to wisen up about what's going on with Frosty in real life. I don't know. Maybe that was their agenda, and we need to open our eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. All those Christmas creatures are just they can just keep to themselves. Fuck them. Oh, you got well, I mean, I've never loved them. I've never been a big like Frosty the Snowman person or a Rudolph.
Who is? There's
like
not someone who's like, I'm
Yeah,
self-identified as a big Frosty man.
Is this like a horse girl, like a frosty lad? Like
a Frosty lad. I don't know. I don't know. I've always just been. I could just take him or leave him.
I think that's how everyone feels.
Yeah, I was like, have you met people that are like?
People love that shit. People love elves and Santa Claus and Rudolph and Frosty.
I know that places in like the Nordic places, there's like they really think.
Nordic.
And now you know the rest of the story.
They act like elves are a real thing. Like they really believe.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Or there's Krampus.
Like,
do you guys know Krampus?
I do.
Yeah, like the German Santa who like will come fuck your shit up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hit you with a stick and put you in a bag or something, right? And
Right.
takes you away if you're bad.
I was introduced to Krampus by inadvertently going to a burlesque Christmas show involving Krampus.
I was going to say,
And I
this is
don't-
Taylor, Krampus Taylor.
I was like, is this what the Nordic people believe? Like, Jesus.
What do you mean? You were at a Christmas burlesque?
Yeah. There's like a
AKA strip club on
Christmas.
Christmas
It's just
Day.
Yep, it's just me with a Santa hat and a bunch
We
of
got
and
kind of a
bunch
mixed lot.
She wanted to feel some wind.
bring out the Krampus. Yeah, I was looking to feel the wind. Oh no, it was a Christmas burlesque. The theme was the Krampus.
That sounds. Oh.
Yeah, it was exactly what you might imagine.
No, I don't. You need to paint a picture for me. I can't imagine
Well,
anything. I
it's
just
like-
imagine hair, lots of hair.
I just imagine Dr. Teeth from the Muppets.
Well, so it was actually like a thing that happens. What the fuck? It's the thing.
Stripping.
That happened once a month. It actually happens most places. It's like a thing where you bring your stuff to a bar once a month. Happens. You have a sketch pad. You draw, and they have like a theme. It's a burlesque. So it'd be like so people like doing sexy shit, but they like pause every once in a while so you can draw what's happening.
What?
And so this one I saw the theme was Krampus. So it was like this girl in like some sort of negligee going to bed, and then like this fucking hairy like creature guy like crawled on stage like and like coming in and like doing things.
You sure this isn't a dream you had? This doesn't sound real.
Oh no!
sounds
I
like
have.
dreams I have.
No, I think Amy and I. No wait, no. No, Amy wasn't with me. Amy was with me for another one, but I have like drawings.
You're like, there's a dream. I'm like, oh great, it's that strip club dream. Then I'm like, oh god damn it, the big hairy thing crawls on stage. It's gonna be that dream again.
Everything's
Son of a
going really
bitch.
good, and then suddenly that guy just crawled in. You're like, oh, damn it!
Woo!
But no, that's how I know about Krampus. Yeah.
Taylor, do you believe in ghosts?
That's how I know about Krampus.
Do I believe in ghosts? Why are you the third person to ask me that in the last week?
Taylor, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
Not
Do you believe in ghosts?
okay, not
Do you-
really.
I
I'm starting to be
do
afraid that
you-
people are gonna tell me they're seeing a ghost behind me.
Do
What the
you
fuck?
do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Have you ever
Like,
had a
probably
ghost?
not.
Have you ever had an unexplained situation?
Sam's eating
Yes,
peas and apples.
very recently, actually. I was in a town up like north of where I am now. That is like this old port town that is very like Victorian. And my mom and I stayed.
That's
in,
Ghost Central.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. No, I know. My mom and I stayed in a hotel that was an old brothel. Once again, Ghost Central.
What are you doing, burlesquing, brotheling? Are you looking for a new line of work? What is this?
I'm a lady about town. What can I say? But we were in this brothel turned hotel, and we were staying in all the rooms were themed after the girls that had lived in said rooms, and ours is the only one that did not have a name of like a woman. And I was like, okay, weird. And so we were in it, and my mom kept calling. We were all up in those spaces, and my mom kept jokingly saying like, I'm looking out for those horror ghosts. I'm looking out for the horror ghosts. And I said, you better stop, because if they're around, they probably don't take too kindly to you calling them horror ghosts. But we went to bed that night.
They only hop the highest bidder, though.
Yeah, right. What you got? We went to bed that night, and we were sleeping in two separate beds.
If it ain't Sacagawea dollars, I ain't interested.
But we're sleeping in two separate beds, and there were two incidences that occurred separately. One was that I woke up. I had a really bad headache. I kept drinking water, so I had to get up to use the bathroom. And the first time I woke up, I swore for like a split second that I saw the very distinct black shadow of like a tall, like built man, like just like kind of like his old, like whatever. And it wasn't scary. It had a second of being like, oh, weird. And then I like went back to bed. And then the next morning, my mom said like, oh, are you okay? Because like, I know your head was bothering you. Like, and did you crawl into bed with me for a little bit last night? I was like, no. She's like, I definitely like remember feeling like somebody get into bed with me. And I just assumed it was you. I was like, no. And then
That's what you
later
get for sleeping at an old whorehouse.
well, then later when I found out, I don't know about the woman. The
Ghosts
girl
with
in
loose
bed with my
morals.
mom. Yeah, right. I talked to a girl who like
I'll
is
hunt
from
you.
the town. and she like knows a lot about it, and she has a lot of friends that work there. And she said that the rooms, I told her the room number we stayed in was the only one not inhabited by a prostitute. It was like this guy called the captain who like lived, like was a captain in like the town and like just lived there. So it was like an older gentleman.
I mean, what do you mean the captain of the town?
No, like he's like a seafaring captain that like I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know like what is on the water.
Yeah. Now he's
but like it's the only one that was not inhabited by like a woman, and I like saw distinctly like a man. And I didn't know this when we stayed there. So that was like 8 months ago. And that's like probably the closest like ghost experience I've ever had. That was weird. Why? I'm afraid of why people keep asking me this. Amy asked me this. Like,
are you afraid? Are you afraid of ghosts?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Actually, just cue that music.
My attitude, and like my one of my friends like hates me for this, is like when I get scared of something, I typically either try to rationalize it or I get really aggressive. Like went to this like another kind of like haunted town.
I get mad.
And they were like, you see that building? That building's haunted as shit. And I was just like throwing up dumb words. I was like, fuck you, ghosts. I'm not going in there. Like, go fuck yourselves. I'm not. And he's like, what are you doing? They're gonna come out of there. I'm just like, fuck those ghosts. Like I ain't afraid of them. So I don't know.
I've never seen no ghosts.
I haven't either.
No.
No goats?
Goats. I've never seen a goat.
Do you believe
I've seen a goat. A trickster of a bastard.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's like my word. Why? Have you had a ghost experience, Nate? No. Just me?
No, my mom and dad, they totally believe in ghosts. They believe that. I mean, every now I've heard some weird shit in my parents' house, and what I don't understand, because they built the house. It's not like you know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
but they swear they swear that there's like something that like lives in the house or something, and I'm like, but I've never really experienced anything like outright. Like and my parents, they're like pretty religious people too, so it's like it's odd that they're like, I don't know what it is, but they also said that they had some weird experience at a haunted Cracker Barrel, and I'm like, how fucking haunted? I know, yeah, well, I guess it's full of old shit, but I'm like, how old's a Cracker Barrel? Like 30 years old? Like, what kind of lame ass ghost is walking around a Cracker Barrel? You know what I mean?
But they were presumably at a Cracker Barrel in the middle of the day. Like they didn't go to a Cracker Barrel in the middle of the night. It was
right before closing.
This just like
the magic hour for Cracker Barrel ghost.
This just sounded like the lead into that story you told, or that news article you read about like poltergeist under bed turns out to be meth addict. Like I'm sorry, but there's so much shit in a Cracker Barrel. It's got to be like what was thought to be a haunted Cracker Barrel was actually just two meth heads hiding amongst the decorative soaps.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. They felt like they said they were sitting by this painting or something, or an old picture of like some old like colonial soldier or something, and said that they felt like they went into another dimension and somebody like touched my mom's head or something.
Whoa.
What? Seriously? Yeah, they felt like they went into they both were like, it was just a weird feeling. Like I said, I've never experienced it, so I can't, because I understand, like I can't, I'm not calling bullshit because I didn't experience it, but and plus too, it's my parents and they've never pulled anything like that. Like they're you know what I mean? Like they're not those type of people that are just like you know what I mean? So for them to both say that, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, did you guys see some weird water, or like maybe they had, you know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't. So, but it's one of those things.
That's like the most intense description too. Pulled into another dimension, like. Holy
or something, or something. My dad said it felt like he was being pulled into another time. It was his exact words, and I'm like, all right. I was like, Dad, I know.
Maybe that's just the extraordinarily effective decor of the Cracker Barrel.
You did grow up during the '60s, both you motherfuckers. So
yeah, right. Like they just stepped in and some sort of flashback, and they're like, my god.
You guys had a tandem acid flashback, is what happened at Cracker Barrel. You guys had too much okra and gravy too late at night, and it just kicked it in the overdrive.
Why would they add a Cracker Barrel? I imagine it's more like...
Why not?
Because, what do you mean? Because there's a Cracker...
Yeah, what?
Why not? Why are we not at Cracker Barrel? I think is... Dude, you can get the you can get the chicken and dumplings dinner and you can get dumplings as a side though. You can get the dumplings dinner and one of your sides you can get more goddamn dumplings.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Come on. Why are we not there right now?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Come on.
But I feel like they live in the South. There's more like...
I want to stop at every Cracker Barrel.
There's a more country place they could go. There's not a better place than Cracker Barrel they could go to in Kentucky.
This is true. Nate, you do live where there actually are these places. I live in Connecticut /Washington.
No, it's true. No, you're right. You can go to some pretty much anywhere here. Just go to any little diner or something, and it's country as hell.
Bob Evans at 9 o'clock.
No, Cracker Barrel's way more country than Bob Evans.
Yeah, but can you meet Scooter the Clown?
At midnight, no. I know. Oh, shit. Did I tell you about going in there? And I went in by myself one time early, and I was like, I want some breakfast. And I went into this Bob Evans. I was like, fuck yeah, Bob Evans. That sounds good. So I went in. All my silverware was fucking magnetized for some reason. It was all sitting around, and it was like I was moving it around, and then somewhere in a bit, this lady came out of the back. One of the staff, she came out of the back just like openly weeping, and I'm like, this is the weirdest. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I was at a fucking haunted Bob Evans for all I know. Like, but no, I was like, what situation happened where all the silverware is magnetized?
Maybe the washing machine or something. Maybe the washing machine uses heavy magnets.
Why?
I'm just imagining you lift up your fork and it goes zing like over to like.
No, it wasn't that much, but like I noticed it because like I unwrapped my silverware and laid it down, and when I moved like the knife over to the side, the fork moved with it a bit, and I was like, "What the shit?" Then it's like moving it around, like it's magnetized. It wasn't so much that it would like stick to a wall, but it would move. You could pull the other silverware around with it. I'm like, what in the hell?
I didn't seriously.
How are you guys making the flapjacks in this place? Fire up the electromagnets.
You were in a Bob Evans that had what appeared to be a high-powered electromagnet.
Oh my god!
Like somehow the pacemaker walks in, like.
Sorry, high-powered electromagnets in use. Parentheses, motherfucker.
Don't ask us why.
We don't take your silverware. Just toss it up in the air.
We've got clowns, and we've got magnets, and we've got worm brains.
Is this still more magnets, or does it feel like tits? I can't tell.
It all come. That's everything we've talked about, all in one goof.
Magnets, boobs, robot brains. Awesome.
Windy boobs. Windy boobs. We didn't really talk about real boobs.
Yeah, that's true. This is probably my cue to leave.
It's the most ethereal boobs you could talk about. And this boobs made of wind. It's like it's like Indian boobs. Wait. Sorry. Wait. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Oh shit!" Goddamn.
It's bad. I had that thought earlier, like I'm in colors in the wind, like tits in the wind. Can you feel up all the tits of the wind?
Have you ever felt the tits in the tropic-born wind? Or asked the one-brained snowman why he grins?
Have you asked a bunch of children, are you married?
Have you fondled up the titties of the wind?